Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
It's that time of the day again, and it's a double header in the IPL today. Two big games. In the first game, they're going to be Delhi Capitals that will take on the Mumbai Indians, and in the night game, it's going to be the Punjab Kings that will take on Royal Challengers Bangalore. So let's get right into it, and who should be your top fantasy picks? I'll let you know now. Well, you must be wondering why I'm holding this piece of paper. Well, it's because there's so much data that I had to research about, because there are so many permutations, combinations that can happen, because there's so many players that are missing from action in the first game. For the Mumbai Indians, there's no Suryakumar Yadav. As you already know, he had a hairline fracture. He won't be available for that first game against the Delhi Capitals. And about Delhi Capitals, by the way, Delhi Capitals, I'll just, yes, thank you, Shivam, my colleague who's helping me out. Delhi Capitals, by the way, have got a big problem because 4 of their overseas stars won't be available for this game. There's no David Warner, there's no Mitchell Marsh, there is no Mustafizur Rahman, there's no Lungi Ngidi, and of course, Enric Noki, we all know, is still not fit enough to play. So they're missing out on a lot of stars in terms of their international picks. So let's get right into what should be your budget buys. So among the budget buys for the Mumbai Indians, I think people like Tilak Verma and Anmolpreet Singh, who by the way played a game last season, might get a game again because Suryakumar Yadav is not there. They might also have Devil Brevis in their side as the number 3. Since Surya's absence, they need somebody with the same kind of firepower. But I'm not sure whether they'll still go with Devil Brevis, even though they got him for a decent amount in the auctions. But since it takes up an international spot, a foreigner spot, I'm not sure whether they'll go for him. But if they do, Devil Brevis also could be a very good choice because he won't cost you a lot. Now let's look at Delhi Capitals on the other hand. Delhi Capitals, as I was just telling my colleague, thank you Shivam. Delhi Capitals. So Delhi Capitals have a few problems, as I said, that they don't have foreign players available, a lot of them. Lungi Ngidi is not there, Mustafizur Rahman is not there. So what could be their bowling combination? I thought my budget buys could be around their bowling options. See, Chetan Sakaria, I expect him to play tomorrow, left armour to go along with Shardul Thakur's right arm pace bowling. I think Chetan Sakaria will get a game, and so could Kamlesh Nagarkoti or even Khalil Ahmed. So out of these 3, whoever gets a game, they could be part of your budget buys for this game. Overseas options. Well, Delhi hardly have any left. They've got what, Rovman Pal, who will definitely play. They got him for a decent amount in the auctions. So I expect him to play for sure. And along with it, because David Warner is not available, I think they might play Tim Seifert, who's also a wicket keeper as well as an opening batsman. So he might get a game, and rest Delhi don't have enough overseas options. Talking about Mumbai Indians. See, for Mumbai, they've got a few options for sure. I expect Tim David to play along with Kieron Pollard, who has been, of course, playing for them for years now, and he'll definitely be there. So Tim David along with Kieron Pollard will be there. I feel if Devil Brevis plays, they might look at one of either Daniel Sams or Timil Mills. For me, Timil Mills might get the nod ahead of Daniel Sams because they've already got all-round options. Devil Brevis is an all-rounder, Tim David is an all-rounder, bowl some handy spin, and then Kieron Pollard can also be an all-rounder. So that way I feel Timil Mills could also be one of your picks as an overseas option for this game. Captaincy choices. Well, there are so many. There are so many stalwarts in both the sides. If we look at Mumbai Indians, you know, Mumbai Indians, there's Ishan Kishan, there's Rohit Sharma, the opening combination, and you could pick one of them. And to go along with that, there's Jasprit Bumrah also. Because of the inexperience in Delhi's batting, I feel Jasprit Bumrah might also be a very good choice because he'll bowl at the death, he'll bowl right at the beginning also. But yeah, you can of course go for one of your batsmen as well. When now talk about Delhi, and for me, my personal favorite Delhi and the captain I would pick for this game is Rishabh Pant. I don't know what happens to him in IPL. I just feel like when it comes to smacking the ball, if you go out with that kind of mindset, he's one of the most destructive batsmen in the world, and I feel Rishabh Pant could do just that tomorrow. Plus, he'll have far more responsibility to take because there'll be no Mitchell Marsh, there'll be no David Warner. So Rishabh Pant for me, and maybe for you also, is one of the best choices in terms of captains if you want to make him. And apart from that, of course, there's Rohit Sharma, there's Ishan Kishan, and Jasprit Bumrah. So that was about this Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capitals game. Now let's move on to the other big game that is the night game. That's Royal Challengers Bangalore, and they'll take on Punjab Kings. So like I did with the Mumbai versus Delhi game, let me first tell you who's available, who's not available. For RCB, Glenn Maxwell is not there. Then Josh Hazelwood and Jason Behrendorff are also not available. So these three are not available for this game. And for the Punjab Kings, Kagiso Rabada is here. He's come to Mumbai, but he's not available for this first game because he's still in quarantine. And apart from that, Johnny Bairstow is also not available because he's in the West Indies. Budget buys. Well, since Glenn Maxwell is not available, we know that RCB will probably have Anuj Rawat in the side. So Anuj Rawat could be a good pick in terms of your budget buys because you won't have to spend a lot of credits on him on the Gamezy app. And apart from Anuj Rawat, you could also look at Shahbaz Ahmed because he'll give you that pinch hitter sort of a role that he plays for RCB, has done it the last year. But the fact that he bowls a bit as well might make him a decent pick in your 11 for this game. And then let's talk about Punjab Kings. There are a variety of options for Punjab Kings. You talk about in their batting, Shah Rukh Khan is there, who I really like as a finisher. He could be one of your picks, won't cost you a lot. And then there are two bowlers that I'm going to talk about. One of them is an all-rounder per se, because Harpreet Brar had one of the best economy rates in the IPL last season. And again, he might not get you wickets, but he'll still get you a few points, might take a 1 or 2 wickets and still would not cost you a lot. And then Arshdeep Singh, I was very impressed by. He was, of course, retained by the Punjab Kings for this season. So he could be another big pick in your budget buys. Well, naturally, Faf du Plessis is one big choice. As an opener, he'll give you good points if he scores well. And because of the fact that he did really well in the intra-squad game that RCB had, he scored 76 if I'm not wrong. So that's there. Liam Livingston is another big option because he'll give you those extra overs also as a spinner. He can bowl off spin, leg spin, whatever the captain demands of him. I expect him to be a big player for Punjab Kings. And of course, he's a great batsman as well if he gets going. That remains to be seen whether he can perform on this stage. So those two are your big choices in terms of overseas options. But then let's talk about RCB for a moment. A lot of people have been talking about Finn Allen might get a game because Glenn Maxwell is not there. But Finn Allen, for me, since he's an opener, and we know that Faf and Virat are most likely to open together, I feel Finn Allen gets wasted if you're putting him at number 3 or number 4. Probably the better option would be to have somebody like Sherfane Rutherford in your side because he can smack the ball, he can hit them big, and he's done decently well over the past couple of years. He's been doing really well for the PSL franchisee also. So I expect Sherfane Rutherford, and that's why RCB bought him, because he can do the finishing job too. So that's for RCB. But you know Hasaranga will start for sure for the RCB, and you have to have him in your side because again, another guy who will definitely bowl his quota of 4 overs, fetched a huge price at the auctions, and the fact that he can bat is also important. Odean Smith for Punjab can also be a pick because he, again, another all-rounder who can bowl 4 overs but probably won't bowl 4 overs. He can give you those 2-3 overs if you need from your 6th bowler. But the batting is the point. We saw that against India. He did really well, scored those quick runs right at the end. So he could be a decent pick as well. And last but not the least, the captaincy choices. The big lot. And there are so many captains that you can make from these two sides as well. Virat Kohli is one, even though he's not been in great form. And we all know that Kohli's century has been talked about for a long time now, hasn't been scoring a lot of runs, but you never know. For me, this is now the perfect opportunity for somebody like Virat Kohli to go out there and play freely. So he could be a good pick, but my favorite pick of the lot would be Shikhar Dhawan on the other side, because Dhawan always scores runs. He did that for Delhi Capitals also. I was very surprised they did not retain him, but they went for the youthful Prithvi Shaw instead of the experience of Shikhar Dhawan. So those two are there. Harshal Patel is another big choice. And with Punjab, sometimes in the past we have seen that their batting sometimes can, sort of self-destruct in the middle, even though when their openers used to give them a good start, they did not do too well. So for Punjab, that could also happen. So those were your captaincy choices. So please make sure that you make your team. In the description below, you will find the link to download the Gamezy app, where you can make so much money, up to 5 crore rupees in prize money daily. That is there. Plus you get so many opportunities to win big. First of all, no other fantasy app usually allows you to make a team for the second innings. But with Gamezy, you can do that. And apart from that, you can make 5-a-side teams for 5-over blocks, 8 5-over blocks during the 40-over period during a T20 game. So make sure you get your teams right, and hopefully I helped you guys in getting them right as well. Thank you for watching.